statements from this Minnesota Vikings team, Dalvin Cook could be released, makes absolutely no sense. You look at the talent that they have offensively. They added offensive talent in the draft in the first round, a wide receiver. They also have Jefferson, probably the best wide receiver in all of football right now. Dalvin Cook still had over 1,000 yards. He still had, I think, 6 or 7 touchdowns last year when it was a throw first, throw second, run third type of team. So to have those kind of numbers and to put up the numbers and stay healthy like he did last year, the thoughts on why they're thinking about releasing or moving on from him, it makes no sense. I think also the way the NFL and some of these GMs are starting to work their teams and move on from certain players of their teams is the age difference. Now, if you look at the talent and what he produces in Dalvin Cook when he is on the field, there are not many running backs that can do what he can do. Catch the ball in the backfield, be a wide receiver prototype running back in this league and be dominant. The thing is as a running back, he's going to be 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, I think he's 28.
He's on the top end of his career as a running back because usually running backs don't last until the end of the age of 30, and then they're done. We've seen a lot of running backs, great running backs, and Gurley, I don't even think lasted till he was 30. Not many people are Adrian Peterson, okay? Right. Adrian Peterson was a special player. Curtis Martin was a special player. Barry Sanders, who retired young, he played 10 years. 10 years of football and still was a dominant force. And then you got guys that, obviously, Brown, who may he rest in peace, he played, 6 years? And he retired. He retired at the top of his game. Running backs get the worst when it comes to beatings. And that's why, prototypically, you're seeing teams now use the running backs as wide receivers. And that might give those players an opportunity to play longer in the NFL, especially if they continue with their speed. But again, you have guys like wide receivers like Odell Beckham. Even you look at Devontae Adams, who got that big contract, that long-term contract last year and had a good season still. But what is he, 27, 28? How many years does Devontae Adams have before Las Vegas decides to trade him or cut him or release him? 2 years? He'll be at the age of 30 and at the tail end of his career. These offensive players, besides quarterbacks, they don't last that long. They really don't. Maybe because of the turf now, their knees, ankle problems. They don't keep their speed. So you have to be one of those prototype players that can do everything if you want to be on this in the NFL offensively in the career at one of those big-time positions as a wide receiver, tight end. How long do tight ends last? Offensive players don't last. Yeah, they don't, except the quarterbacks. And even the quarterbacks, they have to be elite to play 20 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, half of these quarterbacks, Carson Wentz, how long do you think he's going to last in the NFL? Honestly. And he's still pretty good.
He's a free agent right now. So.
He's still pretty good. And if I were the Jets, I'd bring him in as a backup quarterback because I can't trust Zach Wilson if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt this year. You need consistency. You need a guy that's going to be able to get into the game and help win games need be if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt for that game or that half where he might not be back until the week or the week after. So you need a consistent quarterback that's going to help you get into the playoffs, and I don't think the Jets have it. There are a lot of teams that don't have consistency at the quarterback position. So I look at the offensive challenges that some of these teams have, and I can see why Minnesota wants to move on. But is this the right move for Minnesota, especially in a division that they could still win, especially in a conference that's horrible? So, and yes, they choked last year. They choked against the Giants. They absolutely did. And honestly, the Giants were the better team in that going into that game. And the reason why is the Giants understood how to stop them. You stop Jefferson, you stop the team. They didn't run the ball with Dalvin Cook. They didn't throw the ball to Dalvin Cook. They were still forcing the ball to Adam Thielen when they couldn't get it. And Adam Thielen's not the same player he once was. And you could see the turn. That's why they decided to part ways. He went to Carolina. The game is different, and it's become a speed game, defensively, offensively, everything, even the quarterback. Right. You have to be mobile. If you're not a mobile quarterback, yes, there are quarterbacks that's still in the league that could play the pocket present type of quarterback. But go look at each team right now. Even the old quarterbacks that are still playing, they are mobile quarterbacks. Yeah, the last one is gone. Tom Brady is gone. You're looking at there are pocket present quarterbacks still in the league. Jared Goff. I mean, he is a pocket quarterback. He doesn't really, but he could still move inside it. You have Burrow. He's a good player when he gets out of the pocket and he has to make a play with his legs.